Hello everyone, this is going to be a quick video on how I scrape unlimited software leads. There's really two main ways of doing this. There's a free version and there's going to be a paid version in which I'm going to show you guys both in this video. Even though, by the way, the paid version is really cheap as well. So that's not really a big concern. But what you're going to do to find software data is number one, locate the best directory to find a lot of software companies, right? If you guys think about it, Crunchbase is probably going to be your best bet. Crunchbase is by nature a bunch of software companies and they have abundance of data from them, right? What you're going to do to find software companies, navigate to Crunchbase and you're going to go to advanced search and you're going to click on companies. Let's say, for example, here, I think I've already done some filters here. Let's just say you want to talk to people in healthcare industry, right? In the keywords, you can say something like B2B, specific keyword AI, let's say, I don't know, SaaS, stuff like that, right? You can filter by number of employees, right? Or you can also filter by the seed rounds, right? Maybe like pre-seed, seed, Series A, Series B, those are the people you want to talk to. There's many different filters as well, but we mainly just use these. You can also filter by a certain amount of, let's say, they've recently went to a really big tech event, right? And it'll be shown on here in Crunchbase as well. So for simplicity's sake, you're going to look at about 15,000 healthcare types of software companies. And what we're going to do is scrape all of this, right? The only thing you need to do for the free version is going to be starting a free trial with Crunchbase. So you can definitely start a free trial with Crunchbase. It's a 7-day free trial, right? We'll need it. The reason why we're going to need it is this. We're going to scroll all the way over here. We're going to add a column and then we're going to look up website. We're going to need their website. The only thing we'll need here is going to be their website. There's really nothing else here that we really need. We just need to be able to scrape their website. Now, how do we get all of this data down, right, onto a CSV sheet? You're going to look up on Google something called Instant Data Scraper. It's literally like a Pokemon ball, whatever, right? We already have it, so we definitely just add it, right? It's absolutely free to use, so you want to just be able to add it to your Chrome, right? Go to extensions, click it on. And then what you're going to do from here is going to set minimum delay to 5 seconds. And then you're going to set the maximum delay to 10 seconds. And then you want to locate the next button, meaning when we locate the next button, it'll tell Crunchbase it'll tell the software how to click into the next page and then scrape more data, right? You want to click locate next button. And then you want to click this one. This one is, obviously the next button. So click it back out again. And then you might have to redo this right here, but let's say just do that 10, and then we'll do 10 right there. And then what you're going to do is simple, right? You're just going to click start crawling. And then I'm going to pause the video and it's scraping right now. I'm going to pause the video until it's done scraping. As you can see, it's just continuously going through. And I'll pause the video once it's all done. Okay, now once you get to 1,000, right here it's going to say 1,000. You want to click stop crawling. Now, so 1,001 is fine, but once you get to 1,000, you want to make sure you click stop crawling, and then you want to download the CSV. And I'll show you guys why in a second. You're going to go Google Sheet, and then where you just Microsoft Excel, whatever you want it to be, import, and then you're going to go to click on upload, and then just obviously upload it in there. Give it a second, and then replace spreadsheet is fine. Right. So now we're going to have about 1,000 rows of software company data within the healthcare industry that we have websites of, right? What we're going to want to do, the reason why we wanted to stop crawling is because we want to select. Crunchbase will only let you pretty much select up to 1,000 companies at once. We're going to select all of it at once, select 1,000 results. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save to list. You can create a new list, or you can just add it to, my first list is usually the default one. We're going to create a new list just for the example. We're going to save entries as lists, not save search. Save search is literally just these filters, so we don't want to do that. We want to save entries as a list. We could just name it test, right? And then pretty much save it all, right? Create, and then give it a sec. And then what you're going to do is come back to this screen right here, right? Remember how we saved that 1,000 list of the company domains and stuff like that? What we're going to do is exclude from this list, right? You're going to exclude test list right here. And then now, as you can see, it's 13,916 instead of 14,916, right? What you're going to do is do another scrape of another 1,000, right? So same thing, same concept. We're going to go to here and then do 5. And then we're going to do 10 right there. Locate next button. It's already located. As if it's highlighted in green right now, then that means those are already located. So what we want to do is start crawling again. And then after this is done, right, you're going to take that same list and then put it back into the sheet that we pretty much just replace a bunch of data with. And then pretty much from there on, you just keep going, right? Saving a list and excluding it. The reason why we have to do that again is because Crunchbase will only let you crawl through about 1,000. You'll save maximum about 1,000, right? So you can't just keep crawling through. So you want to definitely do that. This is the free version. It's a little bit annoying to do, but it definitely works, right? What we're gonna do simply from here is go all the way over here, and you're going to find something called websites. So I think it's called websites or something else, but it's these websites right here. So all of these, they call it component field. It's not really, it won't say website, but you can pretty much tell like these are actual websites of these healthcare related companies. You're going to take this list right here. Let's just say we copy and paste this menu, right? We copy all of these website domains, and then you want to go to Apollo. Apollo, really, really good at finding contact information, but not really great at categorizing specifically which kind of companies you want to talk to. So for software companies, what our procedure is going to be click on companies and lookalikes right here. And then you want to exclude list of companies, right? And then you want to paste it right in there. And then you want to do save and search. And then give it a second. And then from here on, just do not apply any more filters. Just pretty much put the company websites in there. And then the account location, don't put anything there. Employees, don't put anything there because we already did that on Crunchbase, right? We don't need to double filter the data. There's no point. Let's say industry and keywords, we want to leave that blank as well. So we don't want to be saying, oh, hey, like we want to be, let's say I want to talk to people with 100 employees. We don't really want to do that. Just trust Crunchbase, right? Take that data. And then we want to go to find people. And then what we're going to do is apply, decision maker data. So we've already done that. We've always had this filter on always. So look at these job titles right here: CEO, CMO, CFO, who are the main decision makers. As in, let's say you want to offer marketing services to these people, you definitely want to talk to someone like CMO or the CEO. Let's say you want to integrate, I don't know, a software product with that company, right? You definitely want to filter in with the CTO and stuff like that. Let's say you want to do M&A, private equity related, you want to talk to CFO probably. So click on all of these job titles, and then you want to click on verified. And then what you're going to do is take this list right here. You want to take this link. You can navigate to somewhere else, like let's say exportapollo.co. We used to use them a lot. We have our own scraper for this now. We don't actually use them anymore. But what you're going to do is not pay Apollo. You don't need to pay for actual Apollo. It's really expensive to do so. If you do something like this, it's literally $1.5 for 1,000 leads, right? You want to get started. Let's see. It's honestly been a while since we used this. You want to put your name, obviously a phone number. That's not our actual phone number, but sure, let's just, why not? You want to delete that link. That's the old link we had, but paste that link into here, and you want to tell them how many leads there are, right? I don't know, just whatever tag you want to do. And then if you want to do email verification, which I do recommend using, if you guys are not aware of what that is, just click yes to it. Referral code if you're any, and then you want to submit, right? Obviously, we're not scraping 28K. This was like what, a lead list of, let's double check, 7.2. So let's just say 8K right there, right? That's $48 with verification. If you just take away verification, it's significantly cheaper. It's like $16. But trust me, you want to do verification, right? Submit it, you pay them, and then you're going to get your leads, right? Now, of course, there's going to be a paid way of doing this. What you're going to want to do is very simple. I mean, this is extremely simple. Make sure that you have the website on, right? Obviously, right here. If you don't have the free trial with Crunchbase, you're not going to be able to get a website in here. So that's why it's important to have a free trial. But you're going to click websites, you have it on, and then the website will appear there, right? You're going to take this link right here, Control X, and then you're going to go to somewhere called Appify. So many of you probably already have heard of this, but they have a lot of in-house scrapers. We don't really use them anymore just because we have our own scrapers now, so there's no use for them. But what you're going to search up is Crunchbase, right? And then what we're going to do is probably click on the first one. This has 2K people using it. I'm willing to bet this is probably going to be the best one. Email scraper, don't use any of this. Just get the search scraper down. Just get the search scraper. What you're going to do is ignore most of this, and all you're going to do is take the link and then put it into here. That's it. That was the link that we just had. You don't leave this blank, right? Leave this blank. You see how this minimum wait duration and maximum wait duration. This is exactly what it was on the instant data scraper. I don't know if you guys remember the instant data scraper where they had the maximum and minimum, right? It's just almost the same thing, but the difference is Appify is going to do it for you, and it's going to be relatively cheaper than, let's say, you actually paying for Crunchbase, but it's not free, right? So you guys can still do it, but it's simple. You literally just start the run, and then you'll get the same data on a raw CSV sheet. You would take those links as just as we've done over here. You want to put them back into Apollo, and then pretty much from there on, you find your decision makers and take it down the same method. So that's free and also paid way of scraping infinite software data.